Hi, welcome to Audiobook Academy. This is a self-paced audiobook. There's no need to keep an eye on things. Just pay attention. Thank you for taking the time to listen. This is a book summary of Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by Harv Eker. If you are not completely, totally, and truly committed to creating wealth, the chances are that you will not succeed, says the author. If your goal is to be comfortable, there's a good chance you'll never become wealthy. However, if your goal is to become wealthy, the chances are that you will end up quite comfortable. The law of income states that you will be paid in direct proportion to the value you deliver in the marketplace. In order to achieve a higher level of living, you must be willing to let go of some of your old ways of thinking and being in order to embrace new ones. Although having high-quality tools is essential, being a top-notch carpenter who knows how to use those tools to its full potential is even more important. A lack of money is never, ever a problem, says the author of the book. Money problems are only a symptom of the deeper issues that are at play. In your subconscious mind, all of the statements about money that you heard when you were younger are now a part of the blueprint that governs your financial life. Money cannot transform you into something you are not already. Don't just sit down and read this book. As if your life depended on it, put in the effort. As I put it, I was suffering from Loch Ness Monster disease. I'd heard of this thing called profit, but I'd never seen any of it. It's only because you're not aware of something that you're not performing as well as you would like that things go wrong. It's not what we don't know that keeps us from achieving success, it's what we do know that just ain't working right that is our biggest roadblock. In order to achieve a higher level of living, you must be willing to let go of some of your old ways of thinking and being in order to embrace new ones. I have a saying that goes something like this: it's not enough to be in the right place at the right time. You must be the right person in the right place at the right time in order to succeed. In order to be successful, you must first build up your own energy. Once you do this, people will naturally gravitate toward you. Furthermore, build them when they arrive. By and large, the vast majority of people simply do not have the internal capacity to generate and maintain large sums of money, let alone deal with the increased challenges that come with increased wealth and success. They don't have much money because of this, my friends, which is the primary reason. The physical world, the mental world, the emotional world, and the spiritual world are the four quadrants that make up the universe. A lack of money is never, ever a problem, says the author of the book. Money problems are only a symptom of the deeper issues that are at play. In other words, what you hear is forgotten, what you see is remembered, and what you do is understood. Your financial blueprint is primarily made up of the information or programming you received in the past, particularly when you were a child, says the author. Your programming influences your thoughts influence your feelings influence your actions, and your actions influence your results. In your subconscious mind, all of the statements about money that you heard when you were younger are now a part of the blueprint that governs your financial life. In order to reprogram your financial blueprint, there are three critical elements of change that must be addressed individually. They are straightforward, but profoundly effective. Awareness is the first step toward transformation. A person cannot change something unless they are aware that it exists. Understanding is the second element of transformation. By recognizing where your way of thinking comes from, you can recognize that it must have originated somewhere outside of yourself. The disassociation element of change is the third element of change. You can separate yourself from this way of thinking once you realize it isn't your way of thinking. You can then decide whether to keep it or let it go in the present, based on your current situation and where you want to be in the future. If you pay attention to your way of thinking, you will notice that it is nothing more than a file of information that was stored in your mind a long time ago and may no longer hold any truth or value for you. If you're putting money aside for a rainy day, what are you going to get? Days when it rains. Please, don't do that. Instead of putting money aside for a rainy day, try putting money aside for a happy day or for the day you achieve financial independence. In other words, if your motivation for earning money or achieving success stems from a non-supportive root such as fear, anger, or the need to prove yourself, your money will never bring you happiness. Money cannot transform you into something you are not already. There isn't a single thought that rents space in your head. Each thought you have will either be an investment or a cost, says the author. Depending on your perspective, it will either move you toward happiness and success or away from them. It has the potential to either empower or disempower you. Because of this, it is critical that you choose your thoughts and beliefs carefully. Understand that your thoughts and beliefs do not define who you are, and that they are not necessarily associated with you. Even though you consider them to be priceless, they are only as valuable and meaningful as you give them credit for. There is no meaning to anything except the meaning you give it. Everything you aren't doing right now, you are in the habit of not doing, says the author. The author says, you must believe that you are the one who creates your success, that you are the one who creates your mediocrity, and that you are the one who creates your struggle with money and success. In plain English, anyone who claims that money isn't important does so because he or she does not have any. Listen up, my friends, money is extremely important in the areas where it is effective, and extremely unimportant in the areas where it is ineffective. If your goal is to have enough money to pay your bills, you will receive exactly that amount, just enough money to pay your bills and nothing more. Our life's purpose is to add value to the people of this generation and those who come after us, says the author. Do you understand what it means to be an entrepreneur? A person who solves problems for other people for a profit, according to the definition we use in our programs. You read that correctly, an entrepreneur is nothing more than a problem solver. Another important principle, which is relevant in this case, is that rich people concentrate on what they want, whereas poor people concentrate on what they don't want. What you find in life is determined by the field of focus you choose. If you want to become wealthy, concentrate on earning, retaining, and investing your money. If you want to be poor, concentrate on how you spend your money. Again, energy is contagious, either you affect people or you infect people, depending on your perspective. One of the most significant roadblocks to success is resentment of promotion. It is never the size of the problem that is important, it is the size of you that is important. Universe, if anyone has something wonderful coming their way and they aren't willing to accept it, please send it to me. I am open and willing to accept any and all of your blessings that come my way. Thank you very much. Living on the basis of security is living on the basis of fear. The vast majority of millionaires accumulated their wealth through the ownership of their own business. However, while your working income is important, it is only one of the 4 factors that contribute to your overall net worth. The 4 components of net worth are as follows: income, savings, investments, simplification. According to the single most important difference between financial success and financial failure is how well you manage your money. In addition to the play account, which receives 10%, and the financial freedom account, which receives 10%, I recommend that you create 4 additional accounts. 10% goes into your long-term savings for spending account, 10% goes into your education account, 50% goes into your necessities account, and 10% goes into your give account. I believe that a good coach will always ask you to do more than you are capable of doing yourself. Thank you for listening in Audiobook Academy. Please don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. See you in next audiobook.